So the thing beats my imagination, and is a shame that some Igbo groups, I know that they are sponsored. That one is clear. Greedy set of people came and said, we have a reverse region. And then they started mentioning Ebema, Eche, Ndoni, people that speaks clear Igbo more than some other communities in Southeast, present Southeast. All right, good people, I want to welcome you to this special discussion concerning the ongoing discussion in Nigeria, restructuring. I tell you that thing is a very serious thing, and if Tinubu can be able to achieve that, it means that we have gone back to the default where Nigeria started earlier, but with some little amendments that we can still observe, owing that something has already brought us together, which is not bad. But we are going to go into what really has happened in that discussion and what, made me to feel somehow about the Igbo section area. Igbo areas stretching from the core Igbo land down to the other, Igbo areas. Yes, let me tell you something. Did you see Yoruba presentation? The man just came out and rolled out where Yorubas covered. He even included Kwara State, Kogi State. All these Yoruba areas were included. No other group went and say, okay, that we are Aworis. Aworis are the people that owns Lagos. The indigenous of Lagos, they are called Aworis. But these things is like, let me give you an instance. It's just like, let's say, Ikwere and Anambra people. The same language, but probably dialects differs. Yorubas have it like that. But they never thought of, okay, let Aworis have Aworis region, or Aworis and Ekiti people, stuff like that. Aworis extend to Ogun State, if you don't know. So the thing beats my imagination, and is a shame that some Igbo groups, I know that they are sponsored. That one is clear. Greedy set of people came and said, we have a reverse region. Reverse region. On what grounds? I don't know if you watch that video. Go to my channel and you see it. The video is there. Some of us are aware. Say reverse region. And then they started mentioning Ebema, Eche, Ndoni. People that speaks clear Igbo more than some other communities in Southeast, present Southeast. People that practice culture more than some others. On what grounds? You should not come and mess up this this good option that the Nigerians decided to use to salvage themselves. For now, at least it's going to help people to heave a sign of relief, this kind of arrangement, because of the divergence of power and resource control to a certain extent. You take care of your land the way you want and everything. But these people that were sponsored, although we are guessing, we know the people that might do that thing. We know them, but no issues. Finally, we will all agree. You see, they came and carve out some part of Igbos and say that this, so that they will start begging them. And now they came out and said, because this idea of Igbos looking for sea contact, that some countries don't have sea contact. What kind of rubbish talk is that? Do you know the meaning of ethno-linguistic basis? That simply means your region should include anybody that understands your language at least a major part of your language and speaks it too. You think inside Southeast that is every dialect that I will understand very well. Even people in the same local government, their own town. Every town has its own dialect that they might speak. You from another town may not even understand what that person mean, exactly. Go and verify. You see? So that is a shame. It's a show of a charade, according to one of the representatives, and they should go back and, cancel that formation. That formation is not acceptable. It goes against the basis and directive of the assembly. Simple and short. The purpose of the assembly is that it must have ethno-linguistic basis. It never said people that want to be on their own should come and make presentation. In fact, the people that brought out those people give them permission to make that presentation. I will even blame them the more. How can you present such thing, allow these people to present such thing? Do they have the right? Do they have the basis to make that presentation? There is no basis for that, because the directive of that, assembly is that you must have that common, language. So it has gone against that. That's why they were unable to give their region a name, a native name. Let them give their region a native name. Now let's see if fight no go start. People are kicking away some of these colonial, influences. You hinge on it tightly so that you have undue influence on other people. Give your region a native name. Let's see. Call your region maybe a chair. Let's see if fight no go start. Or call your region Ndoni. You see, Ndoni people speak more Igbo than some of us here. What kind of nonsense? Well, I'm very annoyed though in terms of that charade that they presented. It is wrong. Yes, I am boldly saying it, and anybody can, say anything he wants. But that is the truth, and we must tell ourselves the truth without looking at faces. Now is a very serious condition, and we must come out to say these things proudly. I am very proud of my Igbo representatives. Yes. They were saying it the way it is. See the way they were supporting the Hausa people, and they came out openly to say there is nothing like parallel government when it comes to what they are doing now. They don't want anything parallel. To be specific, they say that caliphate should be collapsed. Caliphate is like running a parallel government inside the Nigerian constitution. You see? It is wrong. And that thing is going to relieve the Hausa people. In fact, Hausa people, as if they have bought over Igbos. And I know that my Igbo people are just doing this thing wholeheartedly, because we don't usually want where there are problems. Some people don't understand Igbo people. Igbos are the people that always, want this live and let live. Live and let live. That's all. That's why we are free to move everywhere and settle. Well, I think I've spoken to a length, and if you have anything you want to say, let's hear you. Thank you. So, but in case I want to go further to list the Yoruba groups that's the people, the different dialects inside Yoruba, different people inside that Yoruba. Because some people don't understand these things, and when somebody wants to cause trouble, he will not want to observe these things. He will just go ahead and do whatever he wants. Then look at the Yoruba subgroups. We have the Oyo, which they said they are the main Yoruba people. I don't know. Let me not talk the one I know. They will say, but I've heard it, that is Oyo people are the main Yoruba people. Then Ife. Ife is there. Ijesha. Then Awori. Eba or Yewa people. Ijebu. Ekiti. There is somebody said if you call Ekiti man a Yoruba, if you call Ekiti man, call him Yoruba, he will deal with you. So, but these people kept calm. They were all grouped as Yoruba. Then there is Ondo. This Ondo, they use it as their own state. Probably majority of Ondo people are in that area, so they adopted it as Ondo state. The same thing with Ekiti, probably Oyo. Then there is Owo. There is, I've said it, Ibomina people, they. Okun Ibarapa. These people, they exist in Yoruba. Then there is Ikale people, and Elijah. You see? Then this small people, small subgroup inside Igbo land, no gree make person drink water, keep cup. Yeah? Because you feel that maybe your position. See, if they will not allow the greater Igbo nation to be, let them forget this thing. That is my position. Let them forget this restructuring. If the guideline says people that speak similar language, the same language, so that is the guideline, I should leave it.